So I just wanted to know if you can like hear me okay, because if you can't, then I'm gonna have to figure that out, but it's okay, I can figure it out. I just need to know what it sounds like. But it's okay, I can figure it out. I just need to know what it sounds like. But it's okay, I can figure it out. Okay, cool, perfect. Alright. Hello. How you doing? Okay. So, what's going on? Can you guys hear me okay? Don't even think about it, Felix. This fucking cat, I swear. Okay. What are the qualities of my next romantic partner? Thanks for the question. If you don't mind, too, I'm going to pull some of the romance angels. I'm going to pull something from that, too, for this question, but let's see what's going on first. Okay. Either they're a Capricorn or pretty fucking toxic. And they may make a decision to leave something in order to be with you, or they may make a decision to leave you in order to be with something or someone else. Maybe they just have to leave for some reason, but they're, see, you can't really see that, but maybe, but they're just very decisive. Like, they take action. They don't really sit around and think about it very long. They, like, actually do make a decision with things. So, what's the Six of Swords here for? So maybe that means, you know, if you do have your eye on somebody already and they're committed, it kind of seems like they would leave the person for you. I mean, they leave something for you, I would say, because this is the Wheel of Fortune. Unless this is talking about toxicity, and then we're talking about a person who makes a decision to leave you, and that is a good thing. So it could go either way. I mean, if you feel like the person's already toxic in your life and you don't know how to get them out of your life, it looks like this could be, you know, your chance for them to get away, and you don't even know how. It just kind of happens, and it's a good thing. But I don't really feel like that is the case, just because now we do have the Two of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles. So it's talking about, like, stability, basically, they're bringing you. And this is, like, a good connection. This is a connection that you feel very, you know, you can see eye to eye with the person, and you feel like you guys just kind of click and get each other. So I feel like I feel like, okay, so they could be a Capricorn, right? And the good thing about it, you know, the Wheel of Fortune here is talking about them leaving something behind in order to be with you. Because we have the Two of Cups. So it's very, you know, we're talking about like a very, you know, like a true love kind of connection. Or at least a connection that a person feels like you're their person. You know, it just feels right. It feels good. You guys are on the same level, the same page. So there's nothing, you know, it's, I mean, no one's perfect, but it's like everything's kind of, you really like that person. Everything kind of just jives. So you guys are on the same level, you know? You see eye to eye. Okay, let's see. And I feel like the person could be a Capricorn. For sure. I mean, not for sure, but I think, you know, it doesn't seem like it's toxic. It seems like it's not toxic because they're bringing stability to your life here. So maybe they're leaving something behind that's toxic to be with you. It just kind of seems like it works out, you know, like, and you're happy about that. So if this is somebody you already kind of know, then, and you're questioning, like, about the person. What was your question again? Oh yeah, the person coming to you in love. So, yeah, the qualities of your next romantic partner. A person who's decisive and they make decisions, and they may be willing to sacrifice certain things in order to be with you. So that's kind of cool. Okay. Let's ask the romance angels, though, because it could be a bit different. Maybe a bit different here. Yes. What would this relationship be like for this person? What can we see about the relationship? How it would be for this person. Free yourself. Yeah, so remember how I said they're like freeing themselves from something toxic, or I feel like that's what it is, because I don't think it's them who's toxic. It seems more like they're the ones who are leaving something toxic to be with you. So it's like, trying to move this light really quick. It's kind of better. So it says, it is time to take back control of your life. So either this is, so it could go either way, I guess. But I mean, that is one of the scenarios I saw, was that it could be that you're trying to get away from them. But I feel like the good thing, since we're talking about Two of Cups here, the good thing about it is that they leave something for you. And maybe you already kind of know this person, but you're not sure, like, you don't even think this person would be with you, but it's like, or you don't think that, like, it's going to go there. But then, like, you know somebody who's in a toxic situation, and, or maybe you don't know them, but it seems kind of like you know them or are familiar. I don't think this is, like, a completely new person, but it could be. I just don't really feel like it is. It doesn't seem like it's somebody completely, like, you don't even know them yet. So, yeah, I mean, I feel like they're leaving something behind that was toxic in order to be with you, and then they're providing that stability, right? The Knight of Pentacles. They're providing that stability here, or they want to, at least. That's kind of like the idea. So, okay. Wait, I'm down here. General reading for Kritika. General reading, okay. General reading here.
I tripped on your fan. Are you on your...
Suck it up. No, okay.
Oh, you're not yet?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
Can you shut the door?
Yes. Sorry, it's gonna take up the fan. Yeah, it does.
Okay. What was the question again? Sorry, I know it's kind of like distracting. I really don't have many options for where I can do this right now, so this is just the best option for me right now, and I'm just gonna make it work, you know? So please excuse any distractions. The show must go on, right? So, general reading, that's right, okay.
I'm famous.
Okay. It feels like you're disappointed about something. It could have been having to do with an air sign, which is Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. But if not, it's having to do with somebody being very cold and closed off, very rational in their approach. And this is disappointing. Maybe it's you who's just, you know, your feeling has kind of been not sucked from you necessarily. I mean, could be, but it seems more like you're just not so negative. I don't want to say like dead inside, but that's just what's coming to mind. Like, it's just, you're very just like not very, you don't really want to express yourself in a very emotional way. It's just, you're just not feeling it right now. But you are working very hard at something. Could be a new hobby. It could be something that you've been wanting to do for a long time, or something that you've really been focused on for a long time, but that's your main focus right now. And maybe that's better for you, you know, because things are just crazy. Okay, you do have the Queen of Swords here as well, so we could be talking about a relationship. Could be air signs we're talking about, but if not, then it's just people who are very, you know, it's not a very emotional connection. I mean, it could, you know, be a romantic connection, but it's just talking about a rational, very straightforward and honest, you know, like not very, like, just very rational. But it's also something that's kind of non-committal, so that could be why there's that disappointment there, and that energy of, like, just feeling like you don't want to go through the same thing. You don't want to keep doing the same thing, and you're trying to focus on other things. The Five of Cups is, you know, you have these two cups here that are still standing, and the three that are knocked down, and it's like, you're disappointed by that. You're focusing on the negative, but there is still positive in the situation. If you want to keep the situation going and keep grabbing this cup from behind you and keep, you know, just being unsatisfied with it, you could keep doing that. But you could also just cross the bridge, find this castle, whatever's inside there, it's something completely new, and you know, you could just switch it up and go for something different. It's going to be up to you, but it seems like right now with whatever it is, you're not really happy with it or satisfied. So I would say give it a shot, you know, try something different. And that could be what this non-committal energy is doing here too, because it was something you may have been passionate about before, but now it's just like you just don't feel it anymore. And perfect with the Empress. You need something new. It's the birth of something. It's the birth of something new that you've never experienced. It doesn't have to be like a completely like new experience that you've never had before and oh my god, it's amazing, but it's just something different. It's the birth of something, you know, something that wasn't there before. And I even feel like it's, you know, the Death card isn't here, but I feel like it's even talking about like, you know, you transitioning out from something to something else. So it's like just something completely new for you, and it leads you in a different direction. So my advice to you would be, you know, try new things and switch it up a little bit, you know. If you feel like there's certain things that you just don't want in your life anymore, then you have every right to make that happen, and it's all up to you. So let's see. Okay, Phantom Punk 007. I see money coming in. Oh. Okay. Oh, but there's a big change. So it's like something has to change. There's the Death card. But there's a big change. We could be talking about a Scorpio as well, but I feel like it's more talking about the death of something, like not literally a death, but just talking about like transformations and big drastic changes, you know, and endings possibly of something or some kind of phase of your life, you know, transitioning into some new phase. Can you like not make a lot of noise? I know, it's just like horrible place to be doing this, but it'll have to work for right now. Okay. And you could be reminiscing about the past though and how things were. So it's like hard for you to make changes. I think we discussed that before. It was like hard for you to like make changes even though you know that they're necessary and you know that it's probably better for you. But it's still hard for you to kind of like get out of your head about something from the past. So, you know, that's you like wanting to stay in a situation, like wanting to hold on to the past kind of, but also wanting to move forward, but it's just, you know, hard to do that, hard to make changes. It could have been a third party involved in your situation. Now it's involving, you know, you to lean on your strengths so that you can get past this. And if we're not talking about a third party situation in your last romance, and we're talking about you hanging out with friends and getting out there and just, you know, having that support in your life, and that should help you along. Strength is here, so we could be talking about Leo, but if not, it's just your own strength, and it could even be both. It's just you having to lean on your own strengths and become, you know, and let go of this so that you can move on and enjoy life more. I think we talked about this a few times, like you're holding on to something and it's just difficult to let go of, but it's, you know, I think you want to let go of it. On the bright side though, I do see like stability, money coming in, so that's good. But it does have to do with a transition or a change or like, you know, a transformation. So try to allow changes to happen right now because that'll be good for you. Don't be scared to like do something different, you know? Yeah, see? Queen of Pentacles, so this is you having stability. It's a bit lonely of an energy. You know, she's sitting there with her pentacles, so she's got her shit together basically. She can take care of herself. But she's a bit lonely and sad looking, but that's okay. I mean, that happens sometimes. But at least you can, you know, you got your shit together and you got your shit handled. Try to be positive about that. A lot of people can't say that, you know? And if you don't feel like that right now, I feel like that's what's going to be happening very soon. But it may be a bit lonely, so that's the only thing. And, you know, that could, when you're lonely, you could start thinking about the past. But just don't act on it. Because you don't, I think moving forward is the best thing for you. And it's showing, you know, you transforming or, you know, transitioning to something else after, like, drastic change or, like, endings. So I do think it's best to push forward in that, you know, a forward direction instead of behind. So, and again, with money, it's you holding on to your money, so hold on to it. I don't know if that means like you're gonna lose it possibly, so you really need to hold on to it, or you're gonna have some kind of like car troubles, or like you need to like move or something, but for some reason you're like hanging on tight to your money. I don't see that as a bad thing. It looks like you'll have a lot of opportunities to make money or, you know, find more stability in your life. We're talking about aces here, that's pentacles, you know, opportunities for stability, money, job, you know, security in some way. So it's all together just a really great card to get. So there will be opportunity. Keep your eyes out. Keep your eyes, you know, peeled for any opportunities that you could take advantage of. So, because they are there, even if it feels like they're not, they are. You just have to kind of get creative with it and, you know, be aware of the things that are there. Don't really, you know, don't turn things down just because it seems like not, you know, something you wouldn't do or something you've never done. It could be something completely new, you know, you're transitioning into something else. So, but I definitely see more security there for you. Of course, it's going to take free will for you to make, you know, to take certain actions in order to, you know, create a better life for yourself. But I feel like it shouldn't be that hard to find those opportunities because they're there. So, okay. When will I find my soulmate? We could have many different soulmates in our lifetime. I don't really do the whole soulmate twin flame thing. I mean, I don't know much about it, so I couldn't really say what would be like, this is your soul, you know, I don't really know much about that. But I do know that, well, I don't know, but I believe that there's not just one soulmate, but there's probably a few different ones out there, you know, and we're not even talking about romantic necessarily, but I think you are. So let's just look at your next, let's look at, like, if the next relationship you're in is one that's going to last. I mean, I don't really want to ask about soulmates just because I don't know much about it. I feel like I'm not really the person to go to for that. But I can ask about, like, you know, your next relationship and if that's going to be worthwhile. I guess soulmates don't always last. I mean, it doesn't always mean you end up together. But we can ask the romance angels as well, and then it could say this is your soulmate, and then we'll know that way, because there actually is a card for that, so that could kind of let us know a little bit better than I could. Okay, it could be an air sign. Someone very stable, very honest, and very, you know, not very like lovey-dovey. Doesn't mean they don't have passion. I mean, earth signs can have their own sensuality, but it's just, it's not like water, you know, it's not like obvious, and they're very just you know, stern, I guess you could say. They're very stable, which is a great thing, and they're very rational and honest. It's like you won't be seeing them kind of having an emotional outburst or anything. And generally, it looks like, for the most part, they're pretty stable, and they kind of have their shit together, and they probably expect the same from you. But, like I said, it could be an air sign, which is Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, and also it could be an earth sign, which is Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Wanting to provide stability and being able to provide it. And I feel like they would want the same out of you. Like, they have standards in the way of, like, they don't want a deadbeat, they want somebody who's on their level, or at least, you know, trying, not lazy, actually able to take care of themselves or working towards that. I just feel like they work a lot, and they're very, you know, they're serious about having money and being able to take care of themselves. So what is this relationship consist of? What is it like? What do we need to know about it? Wow. Release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. Are you thinking about someone from your past and you're hoping that that could be them or something? Or you're just thinking about them in general, you're wanting to know, like, when am I going to find my soulmate because I want to get over this fucking person. Like I said, I don't know much about soulmates. So I hope this kind of, you know, gives you some kind of clarification, even though I know I can't really answer that for you. Let your friends help you. It could be a mutual friend that you end up getting with, partnering with. Ask for and accept support from others. So maybe you do need to get over an ex, and this is something that's pretty hard for you right now. So you should let people in and let people help you out. Kind of like the last reading, right? It's, you know, having that support, like leaning on friends and going out more and just putting yourself out there. Just getting out of your own head is the most important thing, you know? I feel like in situations like that. It's like you can't just be stuck by yourself. You gotta be getting out there. So I feel like you do have an ex, though, that you're trying to get rid of or trying to stop thinking about. And your friends could help you to stop thinking about them. And also this next person that you date, you could meet like through mutual friends or something like that. That's kind of what I feel. What are G's current feelings and thoughts towards me? He ghosted me. Ghosts. G's current thoughts and feelings, okay. Doesn't sound like a G. Sounds like an asshole. Okay. Who's that question for? Karen? Are you here, Karen? Are you here right now? Is Karen here? Karen, shout out if you're here, because I want you to pick a number 1 through 3. 1, 2, or 3. Hairball. Oh, poor baby. Sorry, my cat's like choking on something. I think it's a fur ball, but yeah, she's good. Okay. Okay. Oh, 2. Okay, gotcha. Oh, is there conflict or something between you? There's like some kind of like someone is kind of not playing fair, you know? It's not that it's a game, but I mean to them it kind of is like I mean, that's how they're acting, like a child, like somebody who must win at all costs. And that's just childish. So, shit. And it's funny, too, because then justice, it's like they feel justified in it. They feel like it's the right thing. Like, they feel like, you know, they're going to be a bully because they can, and that's what I don't know, they feel like you deserve it, I guess. It was definitely, I feel like a love connection, if you haven't had any connection with the person yet, I feel like they're kind of, they don't play well with others. Because, you know, they're kind of just a combative person, and I feel like they want to win at all costs. Like, it's a lot about ego, it's a lot about looking better or being, like, tough, you know? Being like, if you're not going to respect me, you're going to fear me, kind of thing. And they feel justified in that for whatever happened to them or happened between you. But, if you guys haven't had any connection yet, I feel like it will be, because we do have the Lovers here, or they could be Gemini, or you could be Gemini. And this is also Libra energy, so there could be Libra involved. If not, we're talking about someone who feels justified for being a dick. And being a bully, you know, not just a dick, but like somebody who kind of like picks on the person who's like weakest, you know, kind of thing. Like they just know that they can get away with certain things or be, you know, act a certain way, and it's like really not the way that anyone should be acting. It's rude as fuck. So what is this talking about? Energy of, you know, Queen of Wands, very independent. He's a Capricorn and I'm Pisces. Okay, so it's definitely not Libra and Gemini. So we're talking about a love situation here. He has a lot of ego. Okay. So I think they definitely see it as a love situation. That could potentially be, but I feel like it's going to end badly. But then it's going to reunite. Okay, interesting. Alright. Okay, so there is going to be this kind of back and forth thing. I'm not really sure why. It seems like they are not a person that's easy to get along with, but then for some reason it kind of reconnects again. So great, but is it really great? Because they kind of leave you in this feeling. So I feel like they definitely see a potential with you, and it really could happen. I mean, you know, free will is an important role in that. So I mean, whether or not you guys allow that to happen, but it seems like how they feel about you is, you know, they feel, maybe they even feel like you're like you are a competition in a way. Like maybe you intimidate them, or they feel like they want to be more like you, or they feel like you're better than them in some way. So it's like, that's why they have this like combative energy. They're already like threatened by you, you know? Like they're already like on the defense about you. But I think they do like you and see a potential in you, but they could think like maybe you're better than them, or you have more than them, or you have more class, or you're smarter or something. And that's kind of a threatening thing for them. So it may be a battle of the egos here. Just be careful with that, because when somebody's insecure, it's kind of just like, no matter how much you try to explain to them that you're just not, you don't even care, it doesn't matter to you, you don't care what they have or what they're, you know, you still want to give it a shot or whatever. I mean, if they're insecure, that's not your doing, that's, you know, just, that's how they feel about themselves. So there's not really much you can do about that. And it may just be best to, like, not get involved, but it's up to you. Because, you know, it seems like they're not, like, living at their highest vibration right now, which, you know, a lot of people aren't, but harmony, balance. Once you close them off, is that blocking them? Closing them off, like not giving them the time of day or taking any offers? And that restores harmony in your life. Ooh, yeah, because there's some big, heavy burdens associated with this. But at the same time, it's something that kind of needs to just happen. Like, it's meant to be in the sense that, like, something will be learned and you'll grow. But it won't be something that's pleasant or easy. It could be very fucking difficult, but it's necessary. So it may just be something you can't really avoid. This connection I'm talking about. Again. So, I would say they definitely see a potential in you. I don't know if they know how intense it's going to be or how, like, combative and, you know, how much you guys are going to disagree and just be at each other's throats all the time. And how much you're going to have to grow and transform and learn. Or learn, transform, and grow, I guess. Oh, that's funny. I forgot you said he ghosted you. So it's funny because we're talking about like that closed off energy, but restoring balance. I feel like this is probably a good thing for you that they've ghosted you, because that's going to restore balance in your life. Even though right now you don't see that or feel that and you kind of want them in your life, it's probably best that they're not, because this person's just kind of hard to get along with in general. Probably with a lot of different people, not just you. R's intentions toward me, please. R's intentions. If you felt like this was never going to be a connection that got off the ground, don't give up yet. Have faith that it could be, if it's right for you. But it's saying have faith, basically. Like, believe. Don't give up yet. Don't think it's all doomed to shit. It could be a past connection we're talking about here. So have hope. And you already kind of know the situation. Like, I feel like you already kind of know what their intentions are. But you could be asking because you're just not really sure. You feel like it could be this, it could be that, but you're not sure, and that's why you're asking. But it seems to me that you already know, because the High Priestess. So it's like whatever you really just feel is probably the case. You know this person. And just because you don't want to believe that, or maybe, whether it's good or bad, just because you don't want to believe that they would actually have intentions that are so great, or, if you don't want to believe they would have intentions that are so bad, it's like you kind of already know what it is, so don't doubt yourself. If you feel like this isn't right, I feel like someone just wants to kind of get what they want out of it and then dip, because it's like wanting their cake and eating it too. Wanting to have their cake and eat it too, it's like they want what they want, and then they're going to be gone. So it's like, I feel like you guys had a past. If you didn't, let me know, because I don't want to lead you like down that road if that's not the case. But it seems like you guys had a past, and they're kind of coming back now, trying to get something in return for what they've been through, or whatever they feel justified in getting, or whatever they feel like they deserve from that, or they're owed, or something. We did. Oh, hi, Starlight. Oh, that's nice. I like that. Because I feel like I'm monotone as fuck sometimes, so it's cool that you think it's relaxing. That's nice. That's good. I like to hear that. Separated, okay. Yeah, so I would say that if they do come back in, it's going to be kind of like for a certain reason. Maybe because they're bored and they're doing their rounds and trying to see who's still around, or it's because, that could be where it starts. But then it's like they want to, I almost feel like, get what they want out of something and then leave. Like, it doesn't really seem like much about you and what you want, or what your interests are, or anything. Not very considerate about, what you're wanting out of it. So it just seems kind of selfish, But to me, I just feel like it could be kind of like a thing that they're trying to get from whatever you guys went through, or whatever. They're trying to, like, come back and get something out of it. I just feel like that, because it's like they're trying to get what they want, and then they're trying to leave. And it's like, you guys do have a past, like you said. And that's what I felt already from the beginning, that there was some kind of a past, and then you said, yeah, we did. So, I feel like they feel like they're owed something, and they feel like they can just come and get it from you and take it. Or that's what they're gonna, like, try to do. That's the energy of it. So I wouldn't trust it, but, that's just me. you could have been waiting for the person for like a long time to come back in, and maybe they haven't yet. Or they could be waiting for the right time to do this. So maybe that's why you're waiting for them to come in, because they still haven't yet, because they're still waiting for the right time to do it. But it's not even really about the right time. With the Seven of Pentacles, it's not about like, oh, I'm waiting for the right time. It's just waiting for it to be that time. Like, it's just, that garden is growing. It's going to take a while. They're being patient. And sometimes it can be kind of hard to be patient, but in those moments, but it's kind of just something that needs to happen. It needs to just run its course. And then we have very King of Wands energy here, so it could be a fire sign, which would be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But if not, we're just talking about a person who's kind of like dominant in a way, like kind of like they get what they want. And that is another thing that I, you know, was feeling here with the Nine of Cups. It's like he's satisfied with just whatever he needs to get. Like, he's concerned with his cups. I'm gonna get all my cups here and not share any of them, and I'm happy with that. So it's just a selfish kind of energy, I feel. So, okay, let's see. Let's move on to the next one. Who and how would my future husband be like? Let's see if we can get a sign. You can meet this person at work, maybe through mutual friends, and you're like exchanging ideas. You kind of just meet, like you guys are going out or something, and like with friends, and then like you know, this is just an example, but like something like a lunch or something, you have mutual friends there, and that's how you meet them. And then, because I do see there's other people there or involved in the situation. I don't really think it's like a third party thing, because we have the Three of Cups, the Page of Cups, and then the Three of Pentacles. So it seems more like it's a good thing. Like, this is kind of like where it leads to. And it could be like at work, but I feel like more it's a friend thing, where more people are there, and then they kind of just start like flirting with you or whatever. And then you guys are like exchanging ideas, like maybe you're like talking about politics or something, I don't know. It just could be anything, but I mean, it's just like you guys are working together and exchanging some kind of information. So it could just be like a conversation you guys are having. So it's like they're intellectual. They're not like stupid as fuck and can't keep up with your, you know, conversation or, you know, current events or whatever. It's like you guys have a conversation that's, you know, you learn from each other. Alley cat. She's in heat right now. That shit is crazy. It's like a fucking dinosaur or something. No. Okay, what was the question? Oh, your future husband, that's right. If you have one, right? Because we can't just assume you're gonna have one. You might not. So let's ask your next serious relationship. Wow. In the beginning, I saw that it seemed like something was saying like it would happen really soon. Like, so this could be your next serious relationship happening pretty soon, or you meeting the person at least. And when I'm saying like, okay, if you even have one, like, you know, your next serious relationship, what would this be like? Or, you know, what can we know? What should we know about it? What can we understand about it? And it's the Wheel of Fortune and Temperance and the Nine of Pentacles. So it seems like kind of like something, just luck become like you just find luck in love. And then there's also this harmony and balance, kind of like this person's makes you feel better about things. They kind of like take a lot of stress away. So that's obviously a really great thing. And then they can provide stability to themselves and you. It's like they have all these pentacles here, so they're stable. Then they're taking care of this bird, they're tending to this garden, so they are also sharing that. Like, they care about their person being taken care of, or like having enough, or having what they need. So I wouldn't, you know, I feel like with that person, that seems like a good catch, you know? It seems like a person that's pretty reliable, considerate, and worth your time. So let's see if we can get like a sign, or like a, well, okay, we have Sag right here. What were the other ones? I feel like we had other ones. Let's see. Okay, well, I can't find them right now, but if you want to rewind and you could see which ones, which cards came out, And if you know what the tarot means, I mean, then you can see what kind of signs would come out. But let's see if we can find them again. Oh, I love that. Very passionate connection. It could be one that doesn't last, though. So this isn't talking about your future husband necessarily. It's talking about your next serious relationship, because we don't know if you're ever going to get married. You might not ever get married, you know? So to say, like, what's my future husband going to be like, you just don't even know if that's even going to happen yet. So it's kind of like a question that doesn't work. You know, so we have to ask it in a different way. And what I asked is, what's your next serious, you know, very committed, serious relationship going to be like with the person, whoever it is? So I feel like it's not your next one isn't probably, at least it's not a husband that you're going to end up with forever, you know, the rest of your life. If it is someone you do marry, it's not probably going to last, you know, your lifetime. It seems like they're not going to be very committed to the situation. Like, it seems that way, and it might even be that way for many years. But then, you know, once that passion kind of dies down, they're on to the next thing. And actually, that's very Sag-like, so could be a Sag. Am I wrong? My friend's a Sag over here, so she's like laughing.
Get bored.
Get bored?
We get bored very easily.
And then it's like they want attention and recognition. I'm not saying it's a Sag necessarily, but it could be. But for this part, I'm not saying like it would be. It probably is. That's funny. She said it probably is. So then they're wanting this recognition. Like, I feel like almost like, I'm trying to not put myself in this, but to me, it's like when you see this, it's like somebody who wants recognition and wants attention and wants people to be on their side. And it seems like people kind of are on their side. And talking about a betrayal here, unexpected, I would say this is going to end pretty badly or kind of like be a fucked up situation. So we also have Leo. Money is going to be an issue, or material items. Maybe this person is just very concerned with those things. Or they take things from you that make you feel stable, and those things are material items. Like certain material items that make you feel like, you know, you have strength in a way. Because this is what I'm seeing. Strength, material items, or, you know, money and possessions very quickly. I feel like this is a very abrupt, very like in your face energy, so it's almost like they're taking from you, and then they almost like play the victim card and feel like you're taking from them. Like they have an audience. They have an audience, and they intend on being on top, you know, and being in control of how they're viewed, and they may even get away with that. They may even be able to do that. So, you know, make sure you're looking for red flags in people. Don't just go for the next person, because it seems like they could be a real dick. When things start dying down and you want answers to the questions, like, you know, are you gonna leave? Like, what's changed? You know, because it's the Knight of Wands. They're kind of in and out. They're like passionate, but they're like not, you know, trying to stay very long. But it's a confusing thing. So you're like asking for them to take responsibility, and they just aren't going to do that. And so they want to change the story up to be like, you fucked me over, you know? Let's see what this relationship is about.
That's a very Aries thing.
Huh?
That's a very Aries thing.
Oh, Aries?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Experience.
Okay, so we have retreat and very soon. It's time to disconnect from the world and clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So start that, you know, positive affirmations. If you believe in, like, the law of attraction, manifesting it for yourself. Like a love that's healthy and stable and committed and not, like, bullshit. Don't think that it's not out there, because it is. You know, you can't just judge everybody. Like, not everyone is the same. So just because you've had bad experiences before doesn't mean that, like, you're never going to experience love again in a healthy way, in a way that's actually, like, beautiful and great. So, I mean, if you're thinking that, I feel like you could attract that to yourself. And it seems like this next person is not going to be a very good choice. So I just feel like maybe if you could change that in any way, then you can, like, start now by trying to decide what it is. You know, a good idea would be write a list of deal breakers like things that are like, if this person does this, like if this person cheats, if this person like is abusive, I will just leave them. There's nothing like that's a deal breaker. No, gone, bye. And then a boundaries list is something that like people can kind of like, you have the decision whether or not you know, if they make you feel uncomfortable, like you'll know when someone hits a boundary because you feel uncomfortable. So if you want to continue with that, you can, but it's kind of just there to let you know, like, okay, they're kind of pushing it, and they need to know that that's not okay. If they don't listen to me, then whatever, that's a deal breaker. But you know, you need to have that in mind already before you meet the person. Like, what am I going to put up with, and what am I not? What do I want, and what do I not want? And then that will help you to like pick a better person, you know what I mean? And have a better chance at being with a person that really is kind of like what you need. But doing that beforehand, before meeting the person, before meeting anybody, you know, that you'd be with, you gotta have that in mind so that you can make better choices, and you can know, okay, this person really isn't like what I'm about. They make me very uncomfortable, or, you know, they don't cross my boundaries at all, or whatever. No one's perfect, so, you know, it'll happen sometimes, but it's just up to you whether or not you want to deal with it. I just think it would be easier for you to meet a person that's like not a dick, to get with a person who's like really not gonna treat you badly or fuck you over. I mean, you never know. It is an unexpected betrayal because it's the Ten of Swords. He's on his stomach with the swords in his back, so it's like he didn't like see it coming, you know? So it is unexpected, but you can like weed out a lot of like bullshitters if you have those lists. And it seems kind of weird, like, okay, I'm not gonna write a list before, but I mean, it really seriously is a thing to think about. Especially if it's hard for you to think about it when you're in the midst of a situation with a person. Like when you two are there, it's hard for you to say no or whatever. You should just already know so that you feel like you feel more empowered by the time that happens. So that you don't feel like you have to say yes to this person. That is not good for you. So, okay. Okay, let's continue now. Are we on unique code? May I ask what's coming up in career this month, please? Ooh. Don't be allowing people to, like, you're doing other people's work and it's very stressful. Like, it's like there's other people around you that can, like, hold their own weight, but you, like, they feel like, it's almost like they see that you'll do the work for them, so then they just let you do it, and then you do it, because, you know, for whatever reason, it could be that you feel like if, you know, the boss finds out, you're part of this team, right, for example, you're part of a team, and if you don't get certain things done, then all of you guys are going to look bad, so you just get it done. And they know that, and they're going to keep allowing you to do that. But you shouldn't do that because it's very stressful. And really, at the end of the day, if you are the one doing your work and other people aren't, even if it affects the whole team, you know, that doesn't mean you have to pick it up and do it. Maybe you should, like, let the person know, like, they need to start doing something, or you're going to have a talk with the boss because this isn't going to happen, you know? You're part of this team, and it's affecting you, too. So, you know, rather than just taking on everything and being, like, carrying too much by yourself. It seems like there's conflict with people in the workplace. Like there's, well, obviously, because you're carrying all the work and all the wands yourself, but we're talking here about, like, someone who's really not trying to compromise. They're very combative, and they're very just trying to, like, be argumentative. Like, it's not getting anywhere. At one time, you could have really respected this person and kind of looked up to them, but now it's probably a bit different, right? Because you're like, I'm not your bitch, you know? It could have even be the person who got you the job, you know? Because there's this stable energy, and it's like then they're able to provide for others too, so it's almost like they're sharing that with you. And you looked up to them a lot, or they could be a Taurus person. But if not, I feel like it's just somebody you looked up to and respected in many ways in the past. But now you're kind of seeing it, you know, maybe they just did that, and maybe they just seem so great so that they could get you to do their work for them. It seems like you're going to be waiting here for any changes to happen if you don't take action. Like, if you don't take action on this, this is going to be you for a long time. And you're going to accept that, you know? So it's like, don't accept that. Don't be waiting around for life to change. You have to take action. Because if you don't, then you're just going to be waiting for things to change, and they probably won't. You have to, like, make some moves. So that's what I would say for your career. don't sit back and expect people to do the right thing. You know, just get what you need by making it known and, you know, not taking no for an answer. I mean, obviously not being like Five of Swords and just, you know, demanding it, but just do what you need to do, you know? And don't take anyone's bullshit. It's unnecessary bullshit that you don't need to take. And it's going to add so much stress to your life, so I would just say, do what you need to do and get it, you know, make it known that this is bullshit and you're not going to do it. Okay. Channeled messages from Caleb. Yeah, sorry if it doesn't resonate. That sucks. I mean, I do personal readings too. It's just like when I do these general readings for people, it's kind of just like I'm going down the line and I'm just trying to feel out what I see. And if it's not happening for you in your life, like, then I guess we're just not connecting. I mean, I feel like maybe it could happen if it's not happening now, but if not, then, you know, we don't know yet, obviously, but you feel like it's not resonating, then we would need some more personal time to be like looking into your energy specifically. It's just hard, you know, I can't just like, I try to do it in depth with everybody, but, you know, sometimes I guess it just doesn't resonate, but yeah, I'm sorry about that. It seems like, you know, there's just not enough time, right? It's like, I'm trying to do everybody, so, you know, sometimes we just need a little bit more time to figure that out, figure out what your situation is. Hopefully you can understand that. Okay, Jenna. Okay. Have faith. Okay, so right now it's kind of like a situation where you are more independent and needing to be on your own and just doing what you need to do for your life. I feel like that resonates with the last thing that we were talking about with you too, saying like you need to just go your own way and do what you need to do, and then it kind of like there's a way better chance of things coming back together later because of that, because you just working on yourself and doing better, you know, that kind of tends to get people's attention sometimes. But not even just for that reason, but just because of course you want to improve your own life always. So you know, with or without a person. It seems like you could be traveling too after, like, okay, when you're in a state of mind or, you know, a position in your life where you feel like you can have more control over your life, like you're doing what you want to do and what you need to do, like without asking permission, without feeling sorry about it, you know, without having doubts, just kind of like, this is what I need to do and that's what I'm doing, you know. So it's like, have hope and have faith in that energy. It's going to be a good thing for you. Then you're walking away from something, maybe him. But it's kind of like you're traveling. You could be traveling if it's not walking away from something. Could be just, you know, doing some distance but not intending on leaving forever. So I guess that's what he's trying to do. These are messages from him, so he's going his own way. But I feel like he does feel like it's the best thing for right now because of the star card. Like, it's like he, you know, having faith, having hope, it's like he doesn't think it's just going to be all doomed. Like, he just thinks that that's what he needs to do right now, and then this is... Are we talking about marriage? I don't want to, like, you know, don't take that to heart. I'm just saying that is the marriage card. And I know you guys aren't Tauruses, so that's not talking about Taurus. But it's some kind of connection where you guys look up to each other, you know, it's, you respect each other, there's a lot of respect there. And there's a lot of, admiration, I guess you could say. What is the Six of Swords here for? So it's kind of like things work out the way that they should. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. Like justice, things will be fair, things will be how they're supposed to be. I know that's kind of vague, and it's like, well, how are things supposed to be? But just know everything happens for a reason, and whatever happens here, it's kind of like you just have to let it play out naturally. I feel like they do have faith, though, that they will come back around at some point. I feel like they have faith that you guys will come back at some point. So it's almost like you should have faith, too, and just kind of, like, feel comfortable letting go of it for now, just so that you can, like, continue your life, and then it's not something that holds you back, you know? Because if it does hold you back, then that can change your whole course of direction in life, and then, you know, you may not get back together because of that, because it's still affecting you, and you haven't really, like, moved on or, like, been able to, you know, live your life without it, so it kind of could affect it coming back into your life. Okay, is this for Kyla? How does G feel about me? We didn't do that one, did we yet? No, I am on Kyla, actually. What's your question? What are G's feelings toward me? I can't go back up the chat, but... So, Cosmic Dust, your question is about to... Like, I'm on... With my chat, it's showing your question. And that's the last thing it's showing, and so I know I can't go any further than that. So just know anyone after that, or really close to that, I'm going to need you to repost your question whenever we get to you. Because, okay, now I can't see Cosmic Dust either. So, like, Cosmic Dust, you'll be next, and I don't know what you asked, so you're going to have to ask again. Okay, Okay, what are G's feelings? That's so weird, because before we got kind of the same thing here. I feel like he's kind of, there's like a controlling energy, like they think they can just take over. But them like holding on very tightly to the connection, but then also being very, like kind of, just mean in a way, you know, just kind of like a bully. Like they want the respect, but they're gonna take the respect. They think they deserve it without even earning it. And then this is them kind of holding on very tightly. So even if they say, like, I'm miserable in this connection, it's like they still hold on to it for dear life, and they're not even planning on letting go at all. We have Cancer and Leo. Dare I say moving on from that connection and finding your freedom is the best thing. But it's gonna require strength and for you to make an executive decision in a certain direction, because there's two directions. These sphinxes here at the bottom, the white and the black, they're leading you in two different ways. So you need to figure out what the best way is and go for it, because this is what you're going to feel, which is freedom, ability to kind of like be yourself again and, you know, have that newness, that fresh energy in your life that you need. You know, feel free. So I feel like obviously you feel trapped right now, seemingly.
Ow!
Can you make sure he doesn't...
Come here, Alley Cat. Come on.
Oh my god. He's like raping her, dude.
No, Felix.
God. When cats are in heat, oh my god. That shit is crazy.
Serious business.
It's like not even cool.
Alley.
Okay,
Alley Cat. Felix. No.
I'm watching you.
Hmm?
May I know what's coming towards me in love? This is for Anya.
Alley, stop. Is it good?
Yeah. What's coming towards you in love, Anya? Something new. Maybe you feel like you can finally rest easy in this connection, or it's you putting something to rest and finding something new after you put it to rest. So it may be necessary to put something else to rest in order for you to find something new. Obviously, but I mean, some people can do two at once, you know? It doesn't always have to happen that way, but for you, it seems like you should do that. Or it's like almost necessary, like you won't be able to have that new thing until you put something else to rest. Or you won't be there all the way, you know? It won't be as great as it could be.
Oh, your dog just farted.
Lovely. Okay, it's, you know, you could be feeling very trapped or stuck, but this is a mental energy. It's not like you really are stuck, but it feels that way, so it's real to you, and that means that that's what's happening. That's how you feel. But I feel like this person kind of has a hold over you in some way, like...
Nah, Felix. Sorry.
It's okay. Like the person is going to have some hold over you in some way to where they're giving to you,
No.
but you feel almost obligated to,
No.
like, you feel almost obligated to,
No.
accept whatever they're offering just because for whatever reason, you just don't feel like you can say no. Or, like, you just feel obligated to say, like, yes, or, like, go out with them or something because they're so nice. Like, they're giving a lot of things to you. Maybe you couldn't have had those things without them. but you feel stuck, so it's like something you're not really happy to be in, you know. But I feel like you are thinking about, like, okay, but it's better than, like, if I didn't have all these things they're giving me, would I be as emotionally satisfied in my life? Like, you feel like what they're offering you is something that's going to make your life better in general, so maybe you're just going for it because of that. Like, you're, like, trying to think of your emotions long term, and you're trying to think, like, okay, but this is better for me, because if I X them out, then, you know, I'm not going to be able to, like, whatever, take care of myself or have these things to make life easier or whatever. And then there is love here, so maybe you end up falling for the person, or maybe you end up appreciating them so much that there is that love there and that appreciation. But I do see in the beginning, this is you feeling kind of stuck. Or maybe you feel stuck in your own situation now, and the person comes in and helps you out. I feel like they're older than you. Because it's almost like a child, an adult to a child, like it's like they're giving something to you. And it could be emotional, it could be an actual, like, flower, you know, which would be a material item. I mean, it's a flower, but it is an item. Like, it's just, you know, it's not like something that you can take with you, right? So, but we are talking about cups here, too, so it could be emotional as well. Maybe it just makes you feel safe and secure and loved. But I feel like they kind of hold this over you for some reason, but you're trying to think what's best for you. And then eventually there's that love there, so maybe you kind of, like, learn to love them because you know they, like, are nice and take care of you. Reunion, is that talking about, well, hang on. Oh, nice. So this person kind of leads you in a direction where if you are willing to, like keep it going, you know, over here we have the Queen of Pentacles as well, so it's talking about you finding a connection, like you able to take care of yourself again. I feel like they kind of just jumpstart you, like they get you started. And what the reunion is with, and the celebration, is your own strength and your own stability. So I feel like they kind of jumpstart you into, you know, finding that way to take care of yourself again. Like they kind of like start you off, and then you just take off from there, and you're able to kind of, you know, take care of things in your life. So that could be why the Ace of Cups is there too, because it's talking about like you love the person, you appreciate what they've done for you, and you know that it's like you know, it means a lot to you. So that could be like why there's that love there. Like with time you just realize like this person is like a really fucking chill, like just very like good person. You know, they've helped me out a lot. And so there's that love and that appreciation. Like I wouldn't say like this person's really your ideal kind of person you want to be with, but after everything they've done, you have love in your heart for them, but you're not like in love with them, I guess. You know, it seems like it's not like romantic for you really. Like you wouldn't prefer that, but you do appreciate what they've done and how they've helped you. But then it kind of feels stuck in the beginning. So in the beginning it may feel very, very like you can't take care of yourself, and you feel like, oh God, like you kind of resent them in a way because you feel like it's better for you, and so you're happy with that, but at the same time you feel like you wish it wasn't that way. But later on it becomes something that you appreciate. It's something that you feel like you have love for that person because of that. Because of everything that they've done, which no one else has done. And they're older. It's kind of like a, there's almost like a parental figure who's taking care of you, but it's not, you know, necessarily like feels like that, but it just seems like a person who like is helping you to become more stable, you know, but it's not really someone you really feel like romantic with.
Felix. No. No.
Okay, Sarah Love, what do I need to know about all that is going on in my life at this time? So any messages for you? Oh, shit. right off the bat, the cards are like, yep, here you go. So in order for you to find more stability in your life, I feel like you're kind of struggling to find a safe place, or a place that you feel like you have your shit together, a place you feel like you are handling your shit in a way that you would want, in a way that feels comfortable, in a way that you just know you have control over your life, and you can do what you need to do, and you're not dependent, but it's going to take, you've probably been thinking about this a lot. It's like the introspection, that period of time where you're just really trying to go over, like, what do I need, what do I want, what do I feel, what do I perceive this situation to be, and what do I need to do about it, to improve it. And this is just you kind of in your own head about, like, but that's a good thing, it's not like a bad thing. But I feel like you're struggling with feelings of, feeling in control of your life, and feeling like you have the power to make decisions you need to make for yourself, or like you have any power to, like, change anything in a way that you'd want it to go. Nice. So yeah, I mean, that's what you're concerned with, is like overall security, stability, and being able to take care of yourself. And what's the best way to do that? So let's see. That's just feeling you out, but let's see. What's some advice for her, or a message for her that she should know to help her improve her life for her highest good? Be patient. Keep working at it. Let things grow. This could come out at a time when you feel like very impatient, like, okay, I've been doing this and this, what the hell? So it's just, take your time with things. Know that not everything is going to just happen overnight. You have to just keep working at things consistently for long periods of time to see those results. And I feel like you're going to kind of break away from a group setting. Like, I'm not saying isolate, but I'm saying that you becoming more independent and doing what you need to do for yourself instead of considering what everyone else is feeling and thinking is going to be a good thing for you. Like, I feel like you always are considering other people, but right now it seems like the best thing for you would be to kind of, like, break away from that and go your own way. Start doing what you need to do for you instead of for us, for all of you together. For whatever reason, it's just showing that going your own way is a good idea right now, or that's what you're going to be doing. So there could be opportunities for, a new job, or a new, even just a new level of stability possibly, but I feel like it does have to do with you kind of like, getting yourself away from, like, a group setting of some sort, or like some people that you work with, or some people that you are kind of in a way dependent on, and you kind of feel like you need them for stability, but you really don't, and you should, like, really try to, like, I don't know what the word for it is, decommit yourself, uncommit, I don't know. Uncommit, yeah. Yourself from that situation. Like, it was great, it was passionate, and I felt like we got each other, but now I need to just break free and kind of do my own thing, because this is what's waiting for me. Overall, though, the message is, like, I need to find this pentacle, I need to find this stability, but I feel like doing something new, and also this Queen of Wands energy, like doing something on your own terms especially, is the new start you need to find these certain opportunities that get you this pentacle. Like, this is like, there it is. I mean, you'll get it. It's just if you're willing to kind of, like, do your own thing, because I feel like you have ideas. Maybe you don't know your ideas, or you're willing, your ability to work on your own is better. It works better for you. Maybe you don't believe that right now, but I feel like that's kind of what needs to happen. That's kind of what I feel right there. Okay. This is for Cheryl. How does Denver feel about me? Okay, so we get retreat and let go of control issues. So basically, I feel like this connection could happen, but right now it's not the time. It's saying it's time to disappear from the world. So I feel like, put it on the back burner for now. It seems like for whatever reason, they have other shit going on to where it's just not the time right now. But I feel like it will come back around because it's saying let go of control issues, allow this situation to unfold naturally. So it's like, don't try to make it happen or push for it too hard. It seems like right now it's just not a good time anyway. It's time for them to retreat. And it's time for them to kind of like get a feeling for what they really are trying to do with their lives. Because other people's influences are probably really affecting them and in ways that have not led them in a direction where they really want to be. So it's kind of like best for them to just not be involved with anybody right now. But once they're more comfortable with their life and they feel like they have more control over it, it would probably be a good idea for you guys to kind of like see where it's at then. But because it's going to unfold naturally, so I think that something will probably happen there. But right now they just feel like not connecting with anybody. I feel like they kind of like have been going through certain things to where they're feeling like like I said, they need to retreat because look, this tower moment's coming for them. And it's a situation where it's like they need to go through that on their own because it's their shit. But they're going to need some kind of supportive and caring person to be there after the aftermath of it. And they're going to be searching for that. They're going to probably not even know what they're searching for, but they're searching for something. And we're talking about cups here, something emotional. And we're talking about the King of Cups as well, so someone who is caring genuinely because they need that kind of support after the tower. And then, so it's like they have to take responsibility for something or they have to be responsible for themselves. So it's like that whole thing between like trying to be independent and also trying to have a relationship that makes you feel safe and, secure. So it's like back and forth for them, like they're not sure which way to go. But the thing is, like right now, they just need to kind of be on their own because there's transformations for them to experience. Very large transformations. Like a whole change of their life. I mean, not a whole change, but just, big changes. They're wanting to break free from a past situation too. So there's not much about you here, but it's basically saying that right now is not the time. I feel like it will be later on. But right now it's kind of just it's not the time for them to be doing anything like that. Yeah. If it's meant to be, it'll be. It's kind of like, things are right, things are fair, this is how it should be, this is how, fate would have it. So let things unfold, right? I feel like either they have feelings right now, but they're not going to be showing it because it's not a time for them to be connected to people, or they don't even know that they have feelings at all and they just are thinking about how they just don't want to be connected with people. But again, I feel like it could happen again in the future because letting it unfold naturally, it seems like something will unfold there, but you can't push it or force it because it kind of seems like it would fuck it up in a way if you did, or it would change the course of direction, in the outcome if you did. So try to lay low on that one. And I am going to cut it short this time, you guys, but let me know. Right now I'm going to do something that I've never really done, but we're going to choose, I don't know how many people are left, but if you're here still and you haven't gotten your question answered, then put your name, like right now, just type in, your name, and I will pick a few of you, and we'll do your readings through email. Okay, Sophie, Happy Soul, Glowfly, Aryan Gal, Karen, I think I did Karen and Cosmic Dust, didn't I? Okay. Oh, you're right, Cosmic Dust. I didn't do you. So I'll do Cosmic Dust, and then, okay, I'm just gonna pick randomly, okay? Or, I don't know, I want to do it in a way that's, like, I don't want to just, like, pick. How about, like, every... I know it's kind of weird, but, I just want it to be kind of, like, fair. So, like, everyone pick a number, like, 1 through 10, and whoever guesses... Huh?
Put all their names in a bucket and draw.
That's a good idea, too.
That way it's left completely up to chance.
Great idea from Leanne. Okay, so let's see. We have...
Felix. No. She doesn't want it.
It wasn't that hectic, was it? It wasn't that bad. I don't think it was that bad. It was a little different, but, you know, we made it work. Right? Okay, I need a pen. Do you have a... Can I use a pen really quick, or a pencil?
I have pencils.
Just any of them's cool. Okay,
Just
so...
make it a fairly dark color.
Okay, Sophie, wait. Sophie.
Good boy.
Happy Soul. Bear with me really quick. It's gonna be kind of cool. Glowfly. Yeah. Aryan Gal. Karen. I already said Cosmic Dust I will do. Kashish. Raya. Quit saying sorry. It's not, we didn't do anything wrong. I mean, it is a little hectic, but I mean, it works. Okay, you guys are all picking numbers, my bad. Okay. We're gonna do something a little more creative, though. Okay, nil. Wait, I'm not saying I'm gonna do all those people I haven't picked yet. That's a misunderstanding really quick. I'm gonna pick the names really quick, I haven't done it yet. Jenna, oh! Oh! It's okay. Alright, so... Yeah, because if you ask Starlight, the, oh, and I still have another person to do a reading for, too. I didn't get hers out, and I will do that right now. Well, in a little while. I'm gonna eat something first, get some more energy in me. But, and then I'm gonna pick 3 of these names right here. Or actually 2 more, because I already picked Cosmic Dust. But, then I will do those readings. They're pretty in-depth. Like, they're pretty long. I mean, I'll do a video for you and post it on YouTube. And with your permission, I'll post it publicly. As you can see in my video list, I just did one that says Starlight. That's the one for Starlight. And she said you could post it publicly, so it'll be up to you guys. First, it'll be unlisted, and I'll give you the link to it in the email. And then you can watch it, and then let me know if you like it. Let me know if it's okay to post it publicly. But if not, that's fine. It's totally up to you. It's not whatever you feel comfortable with. But if you look at the videos that I have up right now, one that says Starlight, like the most recent one that says Starlight, or K2323, or no, wait, that one's not showing yet. The one that says Starlight, that's kind of a gist of what the reading will be like. It's pretty in-depth, so that's just why I can't do everybody, but I do put a lot of energy and effort into them. So these live streams just like take my energy, but that's okay. Sometimes we do them for 3 hours, so I try to do the best I can. All right.
I can draw. You draw one.
We're gonna have our assistant Leanne here draw for us. Here, wait, put it in here. How about that?
Felix, go. She doesn't want it. Okay. No.
The lucky few. Not like
lucky.
it's all that freaking great, but I'm just saying.
Sagittarius. Pretty lucky.
Are you wearing it?
I am. I wear it every day.
Oh, nice. Okay, ready? Fingers crossed.
Here we go. Here you go. See?
Oh, nice. Yeah, I gave that to you. Sagittarius.
How many am I picking?
2.
Okay.
Or you pick one, I'll pick one.
Nil.
Nil. Wait, we should have like a
This is gonna be a good one.
Okay.
I'm all excited. I'm so tired.
Wait, okay.
I've had our readings done. They're pretty great. Sophie.
Sophie, okay. So Nil and Sophie and Cosmic Dust expect a reading, but you have to email me. You have to email me and give me your question, obviously. Shiro, my email is
Where did... Okay,
that's the email. originalinsightstarot@gmail. So, everybody else, don't be sad. Everybody else, come back tomorrow night and get here, you know, subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell. That way you'll know when we're going to be live. So you can know and you can get here early and you can ask your question and get it answered. I did quite a few tonight, so I mean, if you come early, you should get it answered. It won't, shouldn't be a problem. So, the best way to do that is to, hit that notification bell. But you have to subscribe to do that, so go ahead and do that. And thanks for being here. Email me. That's the email. Don't forget it. Don't lose it. Email me right now your question, and I will get your reading to you. Make sure to look at that reading in my videos too. It says it's called Starlight, and that's kind of the gist of what the reading will be like and how long it will be and things like that. It's under 20 minutes, but it's around 20. So pretty in-depth. So I will see you guys in a little bit and tomorrow night. So thanks for coming. Bye.